Beautiful day for baseball today, about 80 degrees. As we get underway here with Brookdale and Raritan Valley with a 3-1 pitch. That's too high, ball 4, and a walk to the leadoff hitter today. Giordano reaches. And that'll bring up David Solomon. For Brookdale defensively today in the outfield, Pizzuti, Sheehan, and Gardner from left to right. As here's the lefty-to-lefty pitch, a check swing, and he did not go. 1-0. On the infield, Nunez and Lopez man the left side with Martino and Kernan on the right side, and Shane Andrews doing the catching. A 1-0 pitch. It's off the fists out of play, off to the left side, a ball and a strike. Solomon batting .329 for the season. He is not homered with 16 driven in. Waiting on a 1-1 pitch from the left-hander. And it's taken high, 2 balls and a strike. Raritan Valley out of the Division II section of the standings in the Region 19. And an up-and-down season, but mostly down. Here's the pitch, and it dusted him in tight, 3-1. A record of 10 up, 18 down with 1 tie for the Lions. So out of the 6 teams that compete as part of the Division II, they are sitting in 5th place. And that's up and in ball 4, and Perone has walked back-to-back hitters to start his afternoon. So not how Perone wanted to begin his outing, coming off a start in which he did not walk a single batter. It was one of his finest, the game against Montgomery. He struck out 10 in that game and limited the Mustangs to just 2 runs, a blowout Brookdale win. Here's a swing and a miss. Mikey Tavares hitting 3rd in the order. So the first 2 Lions have reached. It's an early scoring opportunity for the visitors. From the stretch, the next one, another cut and miss. Good breaking ball, and that had Tavares fooled. Shortstop is batting .247 for the season. He's hit a couple of home runs with 16 RBI. It's not a very powerful team, only 11 home runs. And another swing and miss. That's 3 in that turn at bat as he gets Tavares his first strikeout and his first out. So after racking up 10 of them against Montgomery, he's got his first today and now contend with the lefty batting Jake Knapp, right fielder. 2 on with 1 out. And the first pitch breaking ball spots the outside corner. That was a good-looking pitch. Runners fake the go, and the breaking ball didn't get the strike call, the count even. Both Giordano and Solomon had a step toward the next base as Perone went into his motion but did not advance. They lead first and second. 1-1 is called a strike outside corner. Kenny Wines is the designated hitter, waits on deck. 2 strikes in the count, and Perone delivers. Runners in motion, breaking ball yanked foul. And it'll remain a ball and 2 strikes. About 78 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Could touch 80 before we're done today. Much more of a spring-like kind of day after all of the cold weather that Brookdale played through in the first couple of months. On the ground right side, big hop for Kernan, goes to second for the out. That's all they'll get. As Knapp reaches on the fielder's choice. So runners at the corners, and Perone will look to strand 2 in his first inning. After walking the first 2 and has gotten successive outs, and now it's Kenny Wines, right-hand hitter. 2 on, 2 out, no score. And Wines takes a healthy cut and misses. Strike 1. Another strike called, and Perone jumps ahead. Wines hitting .222 for the year, has driven in 6. No homers. He got the runners with a head start. Throw to third is dropped by Nunez. And so Knapp able to take second base. That was an odd play. So you had Knapp got about halfway between first and second before Perone even noticed him. Tried for the out at third, and Solomon was able to scramble back. So now 2 in scoring position. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. So after the first 2 reached on walks, Perone comes back to get the next 3 with a couple of strikeouts, and Brookdale will come to bat in the bottom of the first with no score.
Hi, my name is Sam Hirschman. I'm from Bronx, New York. I went to SAR High School. I'm a pitcher, and on the side I'm majoring in business here at Brookdale, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the baseball team.
Brookdale coming up in the bottom of the first on Brian Goudsward with no score. It'll be Justin Lopez against Ben Smookler, the right-hander, into his windup, and his first pitch is over the outside edge, called a strike. Lopez, Declan Sheehan, and Shane Andrews, the usual top 3 for the Jersey Blues, come in at 32 and 8, having played a full 40 games scheduled to this point. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Lopez sat out of the last 2 games. It was a doubleheader against Ocean. He fouled the ball off his shin, and that shook him up a bit, but back in there, good to go. And he swings and misses, 1 and 2. And here comes the pitch. Hard hit through the middle and a base hit. As Rosado will play it in, and Lopez has a leadoff single. And Declan Sheehan will stand in next. Defensively for the Lions today in the outfield, it's Baruch, Rosado, and Knapp from left to right. Perry, Tavares, Seniscalchi, and Solomon around the horn on the infield, with Giordano doing the catching. So leadoff man on, Lopez takes his lead. Quickly we'll check in on him, who has double-digit stolen bases this year. As for Declan Sheehan, he's the region's leading batter at .504. Another throw over. Four home runs for Sheehan, 52 RBI. He's just had himself an outstanding season. Asked Johnny Johnson about him. He said he's just been lights out. In tight with a first pitch fastball, 1-0. He's been racking up the multiple hit games, too, and it's not just 2 hits at a time. It's 3 and 4 of late. Hitting the number 2 spot in the batting order after number 9 for a good part of the way. Went too far on the swing, and the count 1-1. Brookdale's been able to turn things back around after the minor setback against Rowan Gloucester. They were swept in 3, but have rebounded to win their last 5. Lopez fakes the go, and Sheehan got tied up, and again, a strike. 1-2. Shane Andrews waits next. Lopez a few steps with the lead off first, not going, and Sheehan takes strike 3 called. Over the inside corner, got him looking. So for Ben Smookler, his first strikeout. And Shane Andrews coming up. There is no Brookdale hitter who is hotter with the bat than Andrews, who is batting .481, now has a team-leading 8 home runs. And a first pitch breaking ball snaps in, called a strike. 8 homers, 56 RBI for the Brookdale catcher. Maybe most impressive is out of the 40 games, he started 37 of them, and he's a catcher. So he hasn't caught all 37, but he's probably caught a good 32 of those. A couple of spots in there as the DH. And inside that hit him. So Brookdale will have runners at first and second. And it'll get Malik Little to the plate. So Raritan Valley had an opportunity in the top of the inning with 2 on base, but did not score. Now Brookdale with 2 on and looking to score the first run. Little batting left and takes up and away, 1-0. Well, this is a Raritan team that has really struggled on the mound. They've got a staff ERA over 11. And that is after having 2 well-pitched games their last 2. And Little got a piece of that one, the count even. So Smookler, like many of the starters, has struggled. He's got an ERA of 10.47 over 16 1/3 innings. Lopez at second, Andrews at first. And Little watches high and away. 2-1. Little's been very steady as the regular DH. Hitting .385, a homer with 27 knocked in. Looking to cash the game opening run. And he pops it foul straight back to the fence behind home plate. Little was not in the Game 2 lineup in the doubleheader on Saturday. It was interesting for Brookdale in that it was here at home, but they were designated as the visiting team because originally it was supposed to be at Ocean. Too far outside. Anthony Martino, the on-deck batter. Just underway today on a late afternoon start, as the season has reached the final week. Smookler behind. Will check the runner and come home with it. And Little off the end of the bat sends it left side. Nobody will catch that. So a payoff pitch will come in this turn. Smookler now ready to deliver. Runners take off. Little hits it on the ground right at the second baseman, Senescalchi. His play is to first. And runners now to second and third. So they may have advanced anyway, but by being in motion on the pitch, they make it easily. 2 on and 2 out. And the batter will be Anthony Martino. He was one of the many hitting stars for Brookdale in the doubleheader on Saturday. They banged out a total of 32 runs in a doubleheader sweep. Wins 15-0 and 17-4. As they just overwhelmed Ocean. Back on the winning track. And Martino watches a first pitch strike cross the outside corner. He's been swinging it well, 360 average, now 3 homers, 23 batted in. About half of that RBI total has come in just the last 5 games or so. One and one. And for a good point of the first half of the season, he was not a regular in the starting lineup, but lately has been pretty much the everyday second baseman and producing with the bat. Trying to pick up a couple with 2 out. And instead he watches a breaking ball cross the plate. Had a double and a home run. His last game drove in 4 in that 17-4 Game 2 win. In a 2-strike hole, bottom of the first. And the 1-2. Pulled down the line and foul. So Martino had a good cut. Fair ball would have plated 2. Instead, the at-bat continues. Lopez at third, Andrews at second. And the 1-2 pitch. 2-2. First base open, a walk would fill them. Junior Nunez would hope for the opportunity. And here it comes from Smookler. Martino takes it inside, and that is now a full count. That was the 2-2 pitch. Long look in. And the righty from the stretch. Now with his payoff pitch, Martino swings, hits it off to the right. First baseman Solomon over, but it's well out of play. A lengthy at bat. Who will win the battle between Smookler and Martino? Another 3-2. It hit him. Well, it would have been ball 4, but it got him in the back right around the number 4, and the bases are loaded. And it'll be Nunez. Big opportunity in this bottom of the first with the bases full and 2 out. No score. And Nunez got one in on the hands and sent it off to the right. Strike 1. Well, Nunez had been in a prolonged slump with the bat, but he's kind of found his way out of it over the last half-dozen games. As the batting average up to 373 now. On an 0-1. High fly toward right center field. That ball's in the gap, and it's over the head of the center fielder. 1 run scores Lopez. Andrews is in. Martino scores. The play at third, not in time. And Nunez brings them all home. A bases clearing triple as Brookdale takes a 3-0 lead. Well, that ball was up there. Rosado went back on it, couldn't bring it in, and 3 runs score. So Nunez now with RBIs 21, 22, and 23, and here's Kernan with ball 1. So Brookdale, who wrapped out 4 triples in their last game, part of a 12 extra base hit game, which was a season high. They've got their first of today early on. Now Kernan fouls it straight back. They had 6 doubles, 4 triples, and 2 homers in the last game. It's quite a day. And now they've got a 3-0 lead, bottom of the first. On 1-1, it's swung and missed. It's a big hit for Nunez. 2 out in the inning, a bases clearing job. He's the base runner at third. 2 strikes in the count on Kernan. He'll take the breaking ball away. Anthony Pizzuti would be next. Smookler's home with the pitch. It bounces, it gets away. Here comes Nunez, he's in. He slides home safely with the 4th run. This one on the wild pitch, make it 4-0. So Nunez drove in 3, scores 1. That's pretty good turn around the bases. They're now clear, a 4-0 Brookdale lead. Here's the pitch. Kernan will head down to first with the walk. And we will have a first inning conversation with the right-hander Smookler. I mentioned that pitching has been a troublesome spot all season for the Lions. And they've been tagged with 4 in the first inning today. So Pizzuti, as the inning has gone 8 deep from the Brookdale lineup. 4 runs in, a 4-0 lead. Kernan the lead from first. And Pizzuti's hit by the pitch. So the second that Smookler has plunked in the opening inning. And Gardner will be the 9th to come to bat. How many times do we see this from Brookdale team? Innings in which they send at least 9 to the plate. Just all season, they have been racking up the run totals. So Gardner, 2 more on the bases, looks at a strike. The thing about this lineup, 1 through 9, is there's just no soft landing. And 1 through 9, anyone can beat the opposing pitcher. You got a number 9 hitter in Gardner who's hitting nearly 400. Here's a shot towards center field. It sends Rosado back, but he's going to get this one. Makes the catch to end the inning, but they bat around. 9 come to the plate and 4 first inning runs. Off to the second. It's 4-0.
My name is Luke Roccasano. I'm from Spring Lake. I'm a business major, and one thing I like about Brookdale is the campus.
Hi, my name is William Reyes. I went to Long Branch High School. I'm a business major. I came to Brookdale because it's close to home, and I'm a right-handed pitcher.
My name's Chris Clark. I'm from Beechwood, New Jersey. I'm a criminal justice major, and I came to Brookdale for the baseball program.
Top of the second inning from McLaughlin Field. Jersey Blues now with a 4-0 lead on top of Raritan Valley. Only meeting of the season between these two teams. And Josh Perry leads off the next inning and takes ball 1. 6, 7, and 8 will come to bat against Scary John Perone. Perry is the third baseman, right-hand hitter. And a strike to even the count. Shaked Baruch and Anthony Seniscalchi to follow. And And that clipped him. So knew it was out of the strike zone, but home plate umpire ruled that it got a piece of Perry, and the hit batsman gives the Lions a leadoff base runner. So here's Shaked Baruch. One and 0. So Perron, who was so sharp with his stuff last time out, has walked 2 and hit a batter in his first inning plus today. Baruch. It's a foul ball. 1 and 1. Well, Baruch is one of 2 international players that the Lions have on their roster. The Israeli-born left fielder in his sophomore season. And just above the letters on a fastball, 2 and 1. And that is a strike as he could not hold up. 2 and 2. With Senescalchi waiting on deck. Leadoff man on Perry after getting clipped by a Perron pitch. And a full count. So Perron comes in with the ERA under 3. 2.83. It's held the opposition to just a 232 batting average. Here's strike 3 call, and Baruch was on his way to first. Instead, he'll take a left turn and head for the dugout. That's 3 strikeouts for Perron, 1 out. And Senescalchi will be next. He's from much closer, a New Jersey native. Throw over to first. From Alexandria, New Jersey. Attended Delaware Valley Regional High School. 1 on, 1 out. And way up and away. He's had a nice year, batting .321, has a home run, 28 RBI. And the breaking ball is in, a strike called. And another. So Perron gets ahead. Already rung up 3. He's had that strikeout pitch working in his last couple of outings or so. Runner goes on 1-2. It's popped up. Short right field. Kernan out. Gardner in. And it lands. It's a fair ball. It's Kernan the one who wings it in toward the infield. And the Lions have the first 2 on base. Well, that ball was up there for a while, right along the right field line. Neither Jersey Blue in pursuit of it could get to it, and another troublesome opportunity against Perron. And it's the number 9 batter, Jason Rosado. A strike over the outside part of the plate. One and 1. The sophomore infielder out of Newark, New Jersey, is Rosado. Throw to second, and Lopez saved Perron from a throwing error. That ball was ticketed for center field. Looked like he snapped it before Lopez really got in good position at the bag. But no harm done. Runners first and second. And the pitch is off the plate away, 2 and 1. So a hit batter and a single in the inning. So Big, healthy swing, but Rosado could not touch it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 1 out and a 4-0 Brookdale lead. And it's swung and missed for strike 3. Foul tip held onto by Andrews. Make it 4 strikeouts in the early going and 2 down. Oh, Perone looking for another big strikeout total, and he's certainly on his way. Back to the top of the order, Tyler Giordano. That one away from Andrews, and the runners to second and third. Well, Giordano is one of their best players. It's not often that you lead off with your catcher, but Giordano, a good athlete, tasked with that assignment. First base now open. He fouls it off to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Batting .319 for the year with a team best 3 home runs and 24 RBI. That's second on the club. Got an opportunity to cut the Brookdale lead in half with a base hit. Down the right field line, Kernan gets to it and makes the catch. So the first baseman showing off some nice range as Raritan Valley's chance goes by the wayside. We're middle of the second. It's 4-0, Brookdale.
My name is Dylan Swanson. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I pitch and play the outfield. I'm a business major, and one thing I like about Brookdale is the team.
My name is Junior Nunez. I'm from Northbrook, New Jersey. I'm a network information major, and I came from Brookdale for the baseball program.
My name is Paul Santos. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I'm a business major, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Bottom of the second inning, Brookdale 4, Raritan Valley nothing. Brian Goudsword here with you as Brookdale will send up the top of the order against Ben Smookler, whose first pitch is taken for ball 1. Lopez, Declan Sheehan, and Shane Andrews, just as it was in the first. Brookdale sent 9 to the plate and scored 4 times against Smookler in the bottom of the first. Pop foul, that's back out of play, 1-1. So Lopez, who was shaken up briefly with that shin injury, but pronounced good to go for today. All indications were he was moving well before the game. 2-1. Lineup certainly has a different look when Lopez is not sitting atop it. Last 2 games had Perone as the leadoff hitter. He managed a couple of multiple hit games in Lopez's absence. Called a strike. Perone back to mound duty today, and Lopez back in there in his customary leadoff position. There's a 2-2. A full count. Lopez will often work the count, leads the team in walks. Every once in a while can hit one out of here. He's got 2 home runs. That's up and over his head, and he'll take first base with the walk. And so Sheehan took a called third strike his first time. It is the only one for Smookler through his first inning plus. And Sheehan with a first pitch swing, popped up first base side. Solomon has it. And that's the first out. So Sheehan a rare 0 for 2. One on, one out. And here's Andrews. He was trailing Pizzuti for the club lead in homers for a good part of the way, but he's surpassed Anthony now with 8 long balls. Ball 1. And 3 of them have come recently in just his last 4 games. So the RBI total is now north of 50. There's a strike. In fact, just today, too, Shane named the Conference Player of the Week. A great candidate for that after just a torrid week with the bat. And that hit him again, so he's been up twice in this game and has been hit by 2 pitches. He'll take his base. So Andrews has now been hit 7 times. Only one more is Sheehan with 8. 2 on with 1 out. Malik Little grounded out to the right side his first time up. And a strike over the outside part of the plate. And that evens the count. Lopez and Andrews are on. Only 1 out. 4-0 Brookdale. And Little takes outside. 2-1. Already in this game, about 7 of the 9 in the lineup have reached base. We're in the second. Little takes that one in the dirt. A good stop by Giordano. Throw to third. He's out. Lopez trying to advance. Giordano smothered the ball, didn't allow it to get far from him, and guns down Lopez trying to take the extra base. 2 out. It's a 3-1 count on Little, with Andrews now the lone base runner. Home with the pitch on the corner, and a full count. So Smookler looking for a bounce-back inning after being charged with 4 runs his first go-round. Comes with the payoff. Runner goes. Little to left field, and caught by Baruch as he drifted toward the line to grab Little's line drive for the final out. We're through 2. Brookdale leads 4-0.
My name is Caleb Arliff. I'm a history major. I'm from Farmingdale, New Jersey, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the affordable tuition.
My name is Gary Perone. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I'm a business major, and I'm here for the baseball program.
Top of the 3rd inning, 4-0 the score. Brookdale over Raritan Valley. David Solomon, first man up, and called strike 1 from Gary John Perone, who ripped a fastball over the outside corner. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Lions, down by 4 runs, and the count 1-1. It'll be Mikey Tavares and Jake Knapp behind Solomon. Worked to walk his first time up. One of 2 issued by Perone. This next one on 1-1 is just off the corner. 2 balls and a strike. Perone working with a 4-run lead. Got a big number of run support in his last start. There's a strike. It was 15 to be exact in that Montgomery win. 15-4 the final. Already 4 on the board in the early going today. 2-2. And a full count. Now, Raritan Valley has won their last 2 games following what had been a 5-game losing streak. Payoff pitch to lead off the inning. And it's slugged out to right center field. Going to be a long run back there for Gardner, and he gets there to run it down as he gets right up against the fence. A nice running play. Got a long way to get to that ball and made it for the first out. So the first time out of 3 innings that Perone has retired the leadoff hitter. Had to shoot a walk and a hit batsman in his first 2. And Mikey Tavares waves and misses at a pitch in the dirt, 0-1. Tavares struck out his first time. It's 1 of 4 for Perone today. He works from the stretch exclusively. A little bit high. Ball and a strike. One and 2. Well, I mentioned Raritan Valley's won their last 2. Maybe none more impressive as far as a lopsided win than their last time. They walloped Rockland 28-1. That just missed. I mean, Rockland is not that bad of a team. They beat up Raritan Valley in an earlier meeting between the teams. So I don't know what happened to them in their last game, but that was quite a blowout. Just off the plate, Andrews tried on the frame job, but it is another full count. Jake Knapp, the on-deck batter. Base is clear with 1 out. 3-2 comes home. Swung and missed for strike 3. Got him with the off speed. It's number 5 on the afternoon, the second out of the inning. So Knapp stands in. Perone looking to retire the side 1-2-3, 2/3 of the way through. Knapp bunts it, but right back to Perone. He fields it cleanly, and the play to first in time to finish off a 1-2-3 inning. Middle of the third, it's 4-0.
Hi, my name is Jack Stoll. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. I'm undecided. I'm a catcher, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is a good group of guys we have here on the baseball team.
My name is Adonis Oleaga. I went to George Washington Educational Campus for high school. I'm an outfielder. I'm a business major, and I came to Brookdale for the baseball.
Home third inning with Anthony Martino to lead it off. Brookdale leading 4-0. First ball hit on the ground. Perry handles the hop. His throw is off target. The tag is not there on Martino. So it looked like should have been a routine play. Perry's throw was offline. Solomon couldn't get the tag in time, and Martino is the leadoff base runner. And Junior Nunez will step in as the biggest hit in the early going, a bases clearing triple. That back in the first. Martino runs. That one hit Nunez. That has him shaken up a bit. He limps down toward first base. So an error and a hit batsman. There have already been 4 hit batters by Smookler. 2 umpires gathered together for a conversation. Dan Mondelli, head coach, is out there. I think he's wondering if Nunez offered at the pitch. He was squaring the bunt, and it got him down in the legs. Initially, the call was hit by pitch. Mondelli will continue the conversation, but I don't think he's going to win it, and he's not. So an opportunity to add to what is already a 4-0 lead. Kernan, who drew a walk his first time up. Martino at second, Nunez at first. And Kernan pulls one down the line, foul for strike 1. Another nice crowd on hand as the weather is heated up. Allows more spectators to make their way to the park. Ball and a strike. Giordano thought about the throw down to second. It's a busy week for Brookdale. They've got 3 games here, all at home. It's the first of a back-to-back. They've got another opponent tomorrow at Mercer, which will be a challenge, another Division II foe. 2-1. You've got the County College of Morris coming in on Friday, and that will wrap up the regular season. Goes fast. High pop-up off third coming over Perry, but he won't have a play. And the count 2-2. Runners again fake the go, and the pitch didn't miss by much, but it's a full count. And Martino's been doing a lot of dancing off second. Got Nunez, the base runner, at first. May not be running at 100% speed after being plunked by the last pitch. Now the payoff, runners stay put, and it's ball 4 to fill them up. So Kernan walks for a second time. We're going to get another meeting. The pitching coach will make his way out to the mound. The entire infield will join in. Brookdale has only 2 hits. But you add in the walks and hit batters, it adds a whole bunch of other base runners. And it's not come easy for Smookler. So the right-hander head is talking to. Infield comes in. Pizzuti saw 1 pitch in his first plate appearance and was one of the 4 to be drilled. With the base is loaded, he looks at called strike 1. Pizzuti, who started the season just on a tear. Lately, though, has not been quite as hot with the bat. Batting average is near 400, but it was near 500 earlier on. Strike. He has 6 home runs for the year, but it's been better than a month since his last long ball. So he just might be due. A home run here would be grand, and it would double the Brookdale lead, which stands at 4-0. It's an 0-2 count. And he goes after a breaking ball and misses for strike 3. That's the first out. Infield remains in. Gardner digs in. Flied out to center field. 0 for 1. Guy generally will put the bat on the ball in a spot here where he can drive in some runs. And crossed a shade high, 1-0. They've loaded them up in the inning without the benefit of a hit, an error, a hit batter, and a walk. 4 runs on 2 hits. Ball 2 without a strike. Gardner very steady out of the number 9 spot in the order. And a favorable count, 2-0, takes a strike over the inner half. Raritan Valley looking to cut off a potential run, already down by 4. Base is full of Jersey Blues, only 1 out. And Gardner yanks one left field pretty deep. Baruch going back toward the fence. That ball is out of here. A grand slam, Casey Gardner. And with one swing, he doubles the Brookdale lead. It's 8-0. His 5th home run of the year. He now has 26 RBI, and that swing will spell the end for Smookler. Mondelli on his way out. He will make the hook. 8-0 Brookdale. They're batting bottom of the 3rd. We will be right back.
My name is Christian Simonson. I'm from West Long Branch, New Jersey, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
My name's Casey Gardner. I'm from Howell. I'm a criminal justice major, and I came here to play baseball.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Barham. I went to Shrewsbury Regional High School. I'm undecided, and infield and pitcher.
So the new pitcher, Ray Nault, takes over. 8-0 Brookdale. Nault will wind it up. Justin Lopez takes a strike. So he's batting for the 3rd time already. He's already been on twice, a single and a walk, scored once. Big swing in the inning, Casey Gardner. A grand slam. Off the bat, it looked like it may have been a fly ball, but there's enough of a wind that helped it sail over the fence. Pulled down to 3rd, backhand pick by Perry. Long throw, not in time, and that's an infield hit. So Declan Sheehan will look for his first hit. He's gone 0 for 2. Called that on strikes, fouled that to the first baseman. With him, it's only a matter of time before he picks up a hit. Pickoff throw to first. Off the fence behind home plate. Strike 1. So Ben Smookler, the starter today, lasted just 2 innings plus. On 2 1/3, and was charged with 8 runs. Only 3 hits. That was his own doing with walks and hit batters. He hit 4 batters. Walked 3. There's a breaking ball strike. So Sheehan down in the count. Andrews on deck. And the pitch. Grounded past the mound. Shortstop sweeps it up at second. Nice play. As Tavares able to make the glove flip. Lopez forced out. Sheehan reaches. He is now 0 for 3. So here's Andrews, who hasn't had to do much to help out today. He's been up there and gotten hit by 2 pitches. So 2 of the 4, all against Ben Smookler. Strike. Now facing Ray Nault in his 11.74 ERA. As a team, the Lions have a whip that's walks and hits to innings pitched of over 2, which is not a winning formula. It means on average better than 2 base runners per inning that they're allowing. Big breaking ball, sits a bit high. Nault was looking for the strike call and comes away frustrated. He's worked 23 innings this year. In that time, only 9 strikeouts and nearly twice as many walks. Here's a shot off the glove of Perry, and he will throw to first but not have a play. A line shot in and out of the glove, and by the time Perry made the throw, not enough time to get Andrews, and Brookdale has 2 aboard. I'll give Andrews credit for a base hit on a hard hit ball. So Malik Little, the 9th to bat in the inning. That's 2 out of 3 innings that Brookdale has batted around. Strike 1. Scheduled to be a 9-inning game today, but the way it's going, we could be wrapped up after 7. They had a couple of mercy rule games against Ocean. The last doubleheader was a good breaking ball. A little checking on the location of that pitch. Oh, and 2. We've got Sheehan and Andrews on the bases. Till 4 runs in the first, 4 more in this inning on Gardner's grand slam. 1-2. A strikeout to end the inning, but they score 4 on Gardner's big blow. Now at the end of 3, 8-0 Brookdale.
My name is Malik Little. I'm from Bergenfield, New Jersey. I'm an accounting major, and I came here to play baseball.
My name's Chase Newton. I'm from Central Regional. I'm a business major and I'm a right-handed pitcher.
Hi, my name is Alex Scorth. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. My major is health science and I play baseball here at Brookdale. And one thing I like about Brookdale is that everybody's welcoming.
I'm Brian Gadsford as we start the 4th inning. Brookdale in front, 8-0 as Kenny Wines, first man up for Raritan Valley. And he takes a strike. So the 8 runs, that's what Perone has to work with on the mound, and he's held the Lions scoreless through the first 3 innings. Battled some control troubles, 1-1, with Josh Perry and Shaked Baruch to follow in the inning. Only 1 hit for Raritan Valley. There's a strike. So they were feeling a little bit better about things coming into the game today, posting back-to-back wins, coming off a game where they just dismantled Rockland 28-1. Strikeout to start the inning as the foul tip is held by Andrews, and Wines is the first out. I mean, as good as Brookdale has been, they haven't had a game this year with 28 runs. They've had a couple 20-plus, but Raritan Valley had themselves quite a showing. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1. Josh Perry hit by a pitch his first time up. So Brookdale's been hit 4 times. Perone has plunked 1. Just got a piece to even the count. These teams don't see each other very often. Raritan Valley coming out of the Division II section, Brookdale Division III. That's to second. Martino will play the hop. He knocks it down. He has time, and there are 2 out. So Perone is settled in nicely, having now retired the last 7 to face him. And here's Shaked Baruch. Strikeout victim his first time of the looking variety. Half dozen for Perone today after 10 in his last start. Right-hand batter takes strike 1 over the inside corner. Chance for a second straight 1-2-3 inning for the lefty. Big lead to work with at 8-0. Out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. And Perone home with it. On the ground, Lopez ranging, backhand pick, his throw, on target, he got him. Fine play to close a 1-2-3 inning. Middle of the 4th, Brookdale 8, Raritan Valley nothing.
Hi, my name is Justin Lopez. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a criminal justice major and I'm here to play baseball.
My name is Ryan Tan. I'm a sophomore utility player at Brookdale Community College. I came here to Brookdale to play baseball.
My name is Derek Morrow. I'm a business major. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I play the outfield, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Brookdale has an 8-0 lead. Anthony Martino to lead it off, and the count 1-0. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Jersey Blues. Martino has been on base twice without the benefit of a hit. He was hit by a pitch. He reached on an error. There's a foul straight back to the fence. 1-1. Junior Nunez will come into picture to pick up that baseball. We'll see him later in the inning. He's in the hole. Or check that. He's on deck. And then R.J. Kernan. 1-1 pitch. Ray Nault on in relief after Ben Smookler managed just 2 1/3 innings and struggled with wildness. And Casey Gardner's grand slam chased him from this ball game. Wide of the bag at third, foul rolling down the line. Martino has a couple of home runs in his last 3 games. So now 3 for the year. RBI total at 23. Another foul ball, and that hits the facing of the visiting dugout. Beautiful day for baseball. About an 80-degree afternoon. Should be another nice one tomorrow as Mercer comes in. Start a half an hour earlier tomorrow. Martino tried to hold the swing, and on the appeal, he did so in time. So Nault will wind the payoff pitch. Bounced down to third, and under the glove of Perry down the line, it's fair. Martino is to second. He will arrive standing. Fielding has not been sharp for the Lions. Junior Nunez with the leadoff man in scoring position. He bunts it. This one's rolling foul. So Brookdale has 7 runs in this game on 2 big swings. Nunez, the 3-run triple. Gardner, the grand slam. They added into 8th on a wild pitch and lead 8-0. Having won their last 5 games now, after the brief setback, getting swept by Gloucester, rebounded nicely. And even better here at home, where they are 21-3. The only teams to beat them are Gloucester and Northampton. Kernan on deck. 0-2 pitch. Nunez to third. Perry has this one. His throw is dropped by the first baseman, Solomon. That sends Martino off to third, and Brookdale has them at the corners. Well, there have just been several plays like that that should have been outs and plays not made, and when you do that against the good teams, it's going to cost you. Perry has had his difficulties out at third base. So here's Kernan, 2 at-bats, 2 walks. To second, chance at a double play. Out at second, relay throw is dug out beautifully, and they turn it 4-6-3. Martino comes in to score. Kernan does not get an RBI, but the run scores to make it 9-0. So after quite a few plays not made, Solomon made a beautiful pick on that throw to first as they double up Kernan. Pizzuti, base is clear. Strike one. He has been hit by a pitch and struck out. On the ground left side, past the dive of Perry. And Pizzuti sneaks a base hit into left field. So that gets Gardner up there. His last at bat, big fly. And with the bases loaded, it produced 4 on 1 swing. And I'm told that Gardner has a new bat for this game. He broke his bat in the last one, so he's got a new piece of lumber, and that proved to be a good luck charm. It's 1 for 2, flied out to center in his other at-bat, and that reps over the inside corner. Check in on Pizzuti. And down by 9 runs, the focus should just be on the batter at the plate. Now comes home on a slide step, and it's fouled back. The playoffs are on the horizon for the Jersey Blues after it will wrap up the regular season at the end of this week. As Gardner waits on an 0-2. And the count 1-2. Looks like there'll be some time to rest in between the end of the regular season and the start of the playoffs. To short, this is backhanded by Tavares. His throw to first is not in time. So they could have about a week in between games and then hope to host at least one in postseason play. And they would not host Rowan Gloucester, but I think they would host just about anyone else. Second place in the standings. Justin Lopez smacks one out to center field. Rosado is on the run. He'll get there. And the catch to end the inning. Brookdale adds a run. And this game goes off to the 5th. It's 9-0.
My name is Anthony Martino. I'm from Brick, New Jersey. I'm a business major, and I came here to play baseball.
Hi, my name is Devin Leonardo. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I'm a catcher. One thing I enjoy about Brookdale is all the friends I've made in the baseball team.
Top of the 5th inning, Brookdale leads 9-0. First ball swinging and missed. 0-1. Anthony Saniscalchi. 8-9-1 due up for Raritan Valley. It's all Brookdale today on a Tuesday afternoon. Popped up. And Andrews will watch it go out of play for strike 2. Jason Rosado and Tyler Giordano to follow in this inning. Perone has worked 4 scoreless on for his 5th inning. And a strikeout of Seniscalchi, 1 away. That is now 7 for Perone today. So that just 1 hit. That was from Seniscalchi, and since he has retired 9 in a row. Rosado, strikeout victim, his first time up, 1-0. He walked his first 2 hitters of the game, but really not much at all since for the Lions. Just are not getting a good read on the lefties' pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2. Really a big difference for Brookdale this year. Much sharper defensively. We always say the good teams are strong up the middle. Middle of the infield, shortstop and second, center field. And catcher is part of that equation too. Check swing foul. And Johnny Johnson has talked about how the biggest difference between the team from last year to this year is the play specifically at shortstop. Now he's seen Lopez. He can pick it. He's made 1 nice play today. Here's a 2-2. High in the air. This is on the infield. Nunez waiting for it. 1 hands it. 2 down. So Raritan Valley will start the 3rd time through with the catcher, Giordano. This walked and fouled out to Kernan at first base. Strike 1 called. Brookdale enjoying a 9-0 lead. Bidding for their 6th consecutive win today. 0-2. As he had Giordano fooled badly. Perone pushing toward another double-digit strikeout game. Comes with the pitch. Out to center field. Sheehan has a read on it. He's got it. The inning is over. Gary John Perone, 11 in a row retired. Another 1-2-3 in the 5th. 9-0 Jersey Blues.
My name's Matty Koenig. I'm from Madisonville, New Jersey. My major is undecided, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
My name is Peter Fopiano. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I'm a business major, and I came here to play baseball.
Declan Sheehan to lead it off, and the first pitch is low, 1-0. Raiden Alt still out there in relief for Raritan Valley. Brookdale in front 9-0. 1 more run, and they'd have the lead of at least 10, which qualifies for the mercy rule. It's hit out of play. So we could be done after 7 innings today. Get ready for a second of a back-to-back tomorrow with Mercer coming in, and they lead the Division II section of the standings, Region 19. A ball and 2 strikes. Sheehan 0 for 3 in the game. There aren't many games where he gets held hitless. Not many at all when you come in. The region's leader in batting average, 504. Toward the line and right, it drops in foul territory. Softball is also in action today. They are playing a doubleheader, North Jersey at Bergen. 2-2. And for the softball team, they are closing out the regular season today. The playoffs around the corner on that side of things as well. That hit him. Down and in pitch, and got a piece of Sheehan, who is hit by his team leading ninth. Shane Andrews. High fly, not very deep left center. Angling in is the left fielder, and it's Baruch who takes charge of it and has the first out of the inning. So one pitch out for Andrews. Little coming up. And Malik is 0 for 3 today. I would bet that he is the only Jersey Blue who has not gotten on base, and glance at the scorecard would say so. Ball one. It's granted out to second, line to left, struck out his last time. Now facing Nault. They'll throw over to first. The next stolen base for Brookdale will be their 90th as a team. They've been caught 14 times, pretty good percentage. He's running. Here's the throw. It's a good one on the money, and he got him. And that's the second that Giordano has gunned down in this game. So Brookdale's 0 for 2 in trying to steal. There are 2 out. Base is now empty as the 2-0 is home. Little pops it up behind third. Perry trails out over his shoulder, and it lands foul along the left field line. Didn't get the call in the inside corner. Ray Nault was glaring back at the home plate umpire, hoping for the strike call. But now he has to deal from behind in the count. 3-1. Little will take the walk. So with that, all 9 Brookdale starters have now reached base. For Martino, it's all 3 times. A hit batsman, an error last time up, a 2-base hit. To short, gathered in by Tavares, and he'll throw at Martino just in time to retire the side. Brookdale leaves 2 in the 5th. They do not score. 6th inning coming up in a 9-0 Brookdale lead.
My name is Justin Diaz from Toms River South. I'm a business major, and I came from Brookdale for baseball.
My name's Declan Sheehan. I'm an outfielder from Brick Memorial High School. I'm a business major, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the baseball program.
My name is Emmanuel Seppin. I'm from Queens, New York. I'm an undecided major, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Top of the 6th, Brookdale in a shutout performance, leading 9-0 over Raritan Valley. David Solomon, first man up, lefty to lefty. It's a strike, a good breaking ball. Perone has been on his game today. It's his 2nd straight start that he's been trending in the right direction. Another strike. And Johnny Johnson said of Perone that when he's on, he's on. That means there's the other side that when he's not on, it doesn't always look pretty. But today, very impressive. A ball and 2 strikes. And has bounced back nicely. Is now retired 10 batters in a row. A little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes with Mikey Tavares and Jake Knapp scheduled to follow. Raritan Valley could be Down to their last 2 at-bats, although Brookdale still needs to put 1 more on the board. Off the inside, a full count. Solomon, the Israeli-born first baseman, has walked and flied out to Gardner in right field and made a nice running catch. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Well, Solomon tossed the bat aside, and I think he thought he had ball 4. It's not the first time today, and it's 8 strikeouts. Tavares is responsible for 2 of them. He has struck out swinging in the first and the third. Ball 1. So nothing out of the number 3 spot in the order. In fact, the top 4 in the order do not have a hit. Swinging strike evens the count. After all, Perone has given up just 1 hit in the game. It was a measly second inning single from Seniscalchi, the number 8 batter. 1-2. And another, his 9th strikeout. He has had Raritan Valley hitters baffled all afternoon long. That's 12 in a row retired. And Tavares has the hat trick today with 3 strikeouts. Jake Knapp 0 for 2 in the ball game. Missed the outside edge. Knapp has hit the ball on the ground twice, reached on a fielder's choice, and hit a comebacker that Perone handled. 2-0. Up and in, 3-0. Well, he has not walked a batter since walking the first 2 of the game. He hit 1, and that's one of just 2 base runners since the first 2 batters. On 3-0, he pours in a strike. Kenny Wines, the DH, would be next. Foul back.
Stay tough, kid, stay tough.
Could be, with Perone going deep into this game, a short day for Brookdale relievers, depending on how far this game goes, whether it's 7 or the full 9 innings. Full count to the left-hand batter. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Got him looking. He strikes at the side. 9 strikeouts for the afternoon and 6 scoreless. Brookdale leads 9-0. Bottom of the 6th coming up.
My name is Matt Desiderio. I'm from Southern Regional High School. I'm a political science major, and I'm a left-handed pitcher.
My name is Shane Andrews. I went to Red Bank Catholic High School. I'm a catcher. My major is business, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the friendships I've made on this team.
My name is RJ Kernan. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. I'm a business major, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Hi, my name is Jacob Ramirez. I attend Brookdale. I'm a catcher, first baseman. I study humanities here, and I'm from Matawan, New Jersey.
Home 6th inning, 9-0. Brookdale over Raritan Valley. Junior Nunez first man up. A little bit high. 6, 7, and 8 part of the batting order. Brookdale needs a run. That would make it at least a 10-run margin, and then a chance to close it out in the top of the 7th. On the ground to third, Perry throws off target again, and Nunez heads towards second, where he will make it. Boy, Perry has had a difficult time of it at third base today. So this will be the first change in the batting order with Jacob Ramirez taking over for Kernan. Leadoff man in scoring position. 1-0. Ramirez, a .347 batter, has a home run with 11 RBIs. Chipped in nicely. He's found his way in more often than not this year. One of the top options off the bench. Sends a high fly ball right center, pretty deep. On the run to make the catch, Baruch. Tagging at third, Nunez. He will glide to third, and now turn third and head home. The ball gets loose. Throw to the plate, too high, and Nunez all the way home to score. Well, I couldn't see exactly what happened with the ball out in the outfield. Nunez initially was just going to advance one base, but the ball got away. He was able to score. Ramirez gets a sac fly as Nunez advances two bases, and it's 10-0. So here's the next lineup change. Ryan Schmidt to take the turn at bat. Pizzuti is out. Schmidt recently delivered his first home run of the year in the Union Series. We saw him hit a long drive in the Montgomery game that was caught, but at the time, it was about the furthest ball we've seen Schmidt hit in his 2 years here at Brookdale. 2-0, but he cleared the fence against Ocean, his first as a collegiate. So he's on the board. Brookdale's been hitting the long ball of late. They've now hit one in their last 6 games. To center field, Rosado steadies and puts it away for out number 2. So Gardner will stay in to take the at-bat. 2 hits in this game and one that left the yard. A grand slam back in the third. 10-0 Brookdale. They'll have a chance to end it in the top of the 7th. Breaking balls in there. Well, Ray Nault, if nothing else, has allowed Raritan Valley to not use any additional pitchers. He's working in mop-up duty. Gardner, the home run, his 5th of the season. The Lions pitching has not had a 1-2-3 inning. And they will not through 6. Gardner ropes one left field. That will get over the head of Baruch. Back toward the fence. Gardner digging for second. Ball comes in and a stand-up double. Gardner covered that ball. His 2nd extra base hit of the day. We'll get Lopez up there. Multiple hit day for Justin. 2 singles, a walk. Flied out to center his last time. And a strike. So Lopez no worse for wear after getting a couple games off to get that shin fully healed. In the dirt. Well, the Lions have not been sharp defensively, but the one player whose performance has stood out is Giordano. He's blocked the ball. He's thrown out 2 potential base stealers. But third baseman Perry has gifted Brookdale a number of runs today. Fouled off. I would think there's a good chance for Perone to take the man the top of the 7th and bid for the shutout. Toward right field, there is Knapp. He'll get under it, and that will end the inning. But Brookdale adds a run for good measure. That sends us off to the 7th, 3 outs away, 10-0 Brookdale.
My name is Cole Armand. I'm from Little Silver, New Jersey. I went to Red Bank Regional High School. I'm a business administration major, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
I'm a left-handed pitcher here at Brookdale Baseball, and I also study for business management. And I like Brookdale because of the team that's all the way back here.
Top of the 7th, 3 outs away is Gary John Perone, who's working on a gem today. 10 strikeouts, 6 scoreless innings, and swinging strike 1 on Kenny Wines, who's been up twice and struck out both times. Lefty has now retired the last 13 to face him. One and one. Couple of changes defensively for Brookdale. The 2 that pinch hit in the last frame stay in. Schmidt in left, Jacob Ramirez in for Kernan at first base. 1-1 home. Strike. Josh Perry, Shaked Baruch will be the final hopes in this inning for the Lions, who are in danger of seeing a mini 2-game winning streak come to a close. Popped up. Shallow center. Lopez out. Sheehan in at Sheehan's ball. His catch, 1 out. "14 in a row retired. Perry has been one of the few base runners. This is a pinch hitter, actually. It is Jonathan Salinas. 1-0. They'll be right back at it tomorrow. Another game on Friday. 3 games in 4 days this week, all here at McLaughlin Field. A strike at the knees. On their way to a 6th straight win today. With a 10-0 lead, and this would be the final chance for Raritan Valley. 3-1. Baruch on deck. Pop foul, be out of play. Before we close today, I'd like to send a happy birthday shout out to the voice of the Mets, Gary Cohen, birthday today. One of my big influences in broadcasting. As that is a walk to give Raritan Valley a 1-out base runner. Gary Cohen, whose signature home run call is the "it's out of here," and we channeled that for the Gardner grand slam today. So here's Baruch, 0 for 2, and a strike. He's taken a called third strike and grounded to short. So the streak of 14 consecutive retired is over, but 2 outs away from closing it out. 0-2. Perone now back-to-back games with double-digit strikeouts. Tyler Spencer will get the ball tomorrow. Against a tough Mercer team. He's won over 30 games this year. 1-2 the count. And the breaking ball got him swinging. So Perone and Brookdale, 1 out away. Perone now with 11 Ks. He has been the story at the mound, has been supported by his team's bats. Anthony Seniscalchi with ball 1. Ball 2 without a strike. Man at the plate has the only Lions hit, a second inning single. That's it. They've gotten a few walks, a hit batter, but Perone has been fully in control. Here's a pop-up. We'll see if this ends it. Nunez foul ground. He makes the catch, and this one is over. Ball game, Brookdale. 10-0 the final. As they wipe out Raritan Valley, Perone finishes a 7-inning shutout with 11 strikeouts. What an outing. And at the plate, Gardner's grand slam, Nunez's 3-run triple get Brookdale off and running, and they finish up a 10-0 victory. Their 6th in a row. Game 2 of a back-to-back tomorrow. Brookdale and Mercer. Spencer on the mound. We'll see you right back out here on Brookdale TV. It's time to play the victory song. Brookdale a winner, 10-0. We'll see you tomorrow on Brookdale TV. Good night.